Welcome to our video explaining the concept of a line of fire. A line of fire is an important safety concept used in workplace safety, construction, and many other industries. It refers to the path that an object, tool, or piece of equipment would follow if it were to be released, move unexpectedly, or fail during operation. Let's start with a simple example. Imagine a worker using a hammer to drive a nail into a piece of wood. The worker is holding the hammer above the nail, ready to strike. If the worker misses the nail or the hammer slips during the swing, it could continue in its path of motion and potentially hit the worker's other hand, foot, or even a coworker standing nearby. This potential path that the hammer would follow is the line of fire. Anyone in this path could be injured if something goes wrong with the operation. Let's look at another common example: falling objects. In construction sites, tools or materials can fall from heights. If a wrench is accidentally knocked off a platform, it will fall straight down due to gravity. This vertical path is the line of fire. Anyone standing directly below is in danger. This is why workers wear hard hats and establish restricted areas below elevated work zones. Lines of fire also exist with pressurized systems. When working with systems like air compressors, hydraulic lines, or pressure vessels, the contents are under significant pressure. If a connection fails or a component ruptures, the pressurized contents can escape violently in multiple directions. These potential paths of escaping material are all lines of fire. Workers should position themselves outside these potential release paths when operating or servicing pressurized equipment. Moving vehicles create lines of fire as well. When vehicles like forklifts, trucks, or cars are in motion, they have a forward line of fire in their direction of travel. But they also have less obvious lines of fire, such as the path they would follow if they turn suddenly or if the driver loses control. Blind spots around large vehicles are especially dangerous. When a vehicle is backing up, the area behind it becomes a critical line of fire that may not be visible to the operator. Being aware of lines of fire is essential for workplace safety. Here are some key strategies to avoid being in the line of fire. First, position yourself properly. Identify potential lines of fire and place yourself outside of them. Second, use proper guards and barriers to control potential energy releases. Third, maintain awareness of your surroundings at all times, including moving equipment and other workers. Fourth, communicate clearly with coworkers about tasks that may create lines of fire. And finally, always wear appropriate personal protective equipment as a last line of defense. In conclusion, lines of fire exist in many workplace situations. By understanding and identifying potential